Baby, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been playing hard. Singing the calendars, we'll be counting stars. It will be counting stars. Today, it's a new day. Yes, it is. It's brand new. It starts tonight. Week 1 of the NFL season. I cannot believe today it's just been like, with today being first season of the first season of the 2016 NFL season. You go back to last season and how Denver, Carolina got to the Super Bowl. You know, last season was a totally different ball game for the entire NFL season. There was a whole bunch of tomfoolery, everything else that happened. We just witnessed the NFL inducting all their this year's players in the NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's really kind of we didn't get to see the Pro Football Hall of Fame game itself because due to all field conditions. You look at this from this year's Pro Football Hall of Fame class that already went in. You know, a few exceptions at Kurt Warner. I definitely think that they should have been in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Hopefully, the people in the NFL Hall of Fame are watching. They need to be in the Hall of Fame next year. Pro Football Hall of Fame next year. I'm quite glad Eddie Zabarro, the owner of San Francisco 49ers, got in. The Snake, famous quarterback of the Oakland Raiders, God rest his soul, who's now in the Pro Football Hall of Famer. With the NFL season already almost like today, you look at this season, since the NFL have already done the draft, the off season has already happened, the preseason games have been like outstanding. With the rules, with the new NFL rules now officially in and being inserted. Over on NFL Network, they're doing the kickoff to the game and predicting who's going to win this league's MVP. They're saying Russell Wilson. I kind of agree. Like I said, it's still way too early to call it who's going to be this year's NFL league MVP. They're also saying Cam Newton. Go back to last season, being before they got into the Super Bowl. You know what I was kind of doing? I was the MVP last season, and he was doing this and running around acting like he's the greatest quarterback. I feel like he's been doing this for 10 plus seasons, like he's some kind of veteran. The thing about Cam Newton, this year, right now, if he does not go back to what he was last season, because last season the Carolina Panthers did not have Calvin Benjamin because he was injured. All last season, that led to Carolina Panthers not who they were going into Super Bowl 50. Last season, they just kind of choked. Denver Broncos took advantage because the Carolina Panthers have all their players that they had last season, and including Kelvin Benjamin, they could have won Super Bowl 50. Josh Gordon's not there anymore. He's now in Washington. Calvin is now back. But like I said, man, let's see how far Calvin, if he can stay healthy, let's see how far Carolina Panthers can go back to Super Bowl 51 next year in Houston. Let's see if they can still do the same routine, like they keep pounding, we gotta win. But that's it. It's I myself, I am so sad. You look at this day today, Thursday, December 8th. NFL season is already starting up really soon. Super Bowl rematch. It's just like the stars are in line. If you look at the teams this year, starting week 1, what teams, people say what teams are going to make their mark in the NFL in this year's NFL season, what teams are making their mark to head to Super Bowl. I see Baltimore Ravens getting back to where they were. I see New Orleans Saints getting back to where they are. Dallas Cowboys, I know it's still way too early because it's total down with that broken back. Now Dak Prescott will step in. Watching Dak Prescott since preseason, he looked like Super G on doing that thing, that little quick throw. But he looks like really sharp, like his throws are just sharp. Ezekiel Elliott, let's see what he can bring to the table. I know what he can bring to the table since his college days. New England Patriots, ever since Tom Brady announced his 4-game suspension, he'd be back probably week 5, wherever. I'm on the Patriots. The Jimmy Garoppolo starting in Tom Brady's place. He better not screw it up. Keep it simple. Minnesota Vikings. That could be another team that can make their mark this year with the awesome season that they have done. The injury to Tate Bridgewater, Minnesota Vikings, they went on and they traded for Sam Bradford from Philadelphia. Now they brought in Sean Hill, who was a journeyman quarterback. I see the Philadelphia Eagles, a team that's on the rise since the offseason, bringing Doug Pearson, former player with the Philadelphia Eagles, was a former offensive coordinator in Kansas City. I definitely see him really take that team back to the promised land because he has years of experience. He was a former offensive coordinator in Kansas City. Houston, Texas. That's a team. Like I said, it's still way too early to see what teams really make their mark, what team can really stood out from the pack. Of all the recent offseason additions, like the New York Giants did, that could be a question mark. Ben McAdoo took over as head coach. I think the Giants, they could really, like I said, by weeks 2, 3, or 4, we'll get like a really clear picture of what teams really stood out. Definitely Los Angeles Rams, since the team moved back. moved back from that he moved from St. Louis back home to Los Angeles. Give the team time. Like it's a whole new slate. San Francisco 49ers, I know they've been through a lot since the off season and call Kaepernick situation of him kneeling because they're protesting because of the American flag. Let me give you guys my thing about Colin Kaepernick. I love the guy, love him as quarterback, but his protest and kneeling of the American flag. Most people say, "Oh, he's disrespecting the flag." If you've seen recent current events of police officers and you know what Colin Kaepernick is talking about, I give him his due. He's not doing anything wrong. He's standing what he believes in. Because football players, they do have the right. Most people will say, what team this season could punch your ticket to Super Bowl next year? I'll come back to you by week 4 once the season has come clear. Now you look at tonight's Super Bowl 50 rematch. Carolina Panthers, Denver Broncos. If you go back to last season, watching these two teams play at Super Bowl 50, I remember this time last season when it was Super Bowl 50, everybody in the NFL Network were talking about who's going to win Super Bowl 50. Everybody was saying Carolina Panthers, they're going to be the team that's going to win. They were wrong. Carolina Panthers, they just choked on the play. They just choked throughout the entire game. They didn't have Kelvin Benjamin. Cannon was not doing what he's been doing under bright lights, Super Bowl 50, the big stage. He just choked under pressure. Von Miller, the Denver Broncos, he just took him down, collapsed the pocket, and there was a play. There was ball was scrambling. I thought Cannon was gonna jump on the play, but he didn't. He just stood there like he couldn't do because he didn't want to break his legs doing jumping on the ball because he's too good. Denver Broncos went on to win Super Bowl 50, and that really put a lot of dissension in the Carolina Panthers face. All the fans of the Carolina Panthers, they just kind of they just couldn't believe it because he pounded the routine. We're gonna win. Well, you look at Carolina Panthers since last season, they didn't have Kelvin Benjamin. If they would have Kelvin Benjamin all last season, they would have won Super Bowl 50. But ever since when after Super Bowl 50 ended the post-game press conference, this is what Cam Newton did. He just sat in a chair like this. He was pouting. He was whining. He was complaining. He heard the other team, Denver Broncos, talking about the play calls, and he just kind of got up and left. And because he was always acting like he's ever since Cam Newton came into the NFL, and I've been watching Carolina Panthers, how the way they're playing. Ever since Cam Newton came into the NFL, he's always acting like he's the greatest quarterback of all time. 10 plus years. He's always dabbing, acting like he's. If you remember that game that Carolina played Tennessee, with the old dabbing routine, Tennessee kind of Tennessee players did not like it, and Tennessee kind of took exception. And then Cannon was kind of I'm just doing this for fun because I'm the best. Cannon, come on. You have not been in the NFL in a long time. You don't have 10 plus years. If you would play the game the right way, you had all the other quarterbacks that came before you, they played with respect and played to dignity, not just showing up to your team and dabbing and all that. You don't see other quarterbacks that go Kurt Warner, Michael Vick, or Tom McNabb acting like that way. Now this year it's a clean slate. If I'm Carolina Panthers and I'm looking back at last season's Super Bowl 50 against the Denver Broncos, you're kind of saying to themselves, what did we do wrong? Now this year, now they have Colin Benjamin back. They don't have no Josh Gordon. Denver Broncos have a clean slate of quarterback. Jerry Simeon, who's now in. Paxton Lynch is their backup. They don't have Mark Sanchez because he was released since preseason. Now he's in Dallas. If I had to give a prediction who's going to win this game, I say Denver Broncos. Carolina, they might come back in the game. Let's see how far and how long Cam Newton and Kelvin Benjamin, Greg Olsen, if they can get back to basics, and Cam Newton can throw in the pocket. But I see Denver Broncos winning it.